A huge topic that's talked about in this country are billionaires. What can billionaires do to help the rest of us? Do billionaires need to help the rest of us? Why do they get taxed? Nothing, essentially. And then people in lower classes than them get taxed even more. All of this, a lot of questions, blah, blah, blah. I have found a video where people ask self-made billionaire all these types of questions. Anyways, guys, enough talking. Let's just get right into it. Brought 20 strangers together to sit with a billionaire to ask anonymous questions, I bet.
John Morgan, the founder of Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. And according to Forbes, I'm a billionaire. Ask me anything.
If you don't know Morgan & Morgan, John Morgan, that is not a light billionaire, okay? This man, very billionaire. I've actually heard a lot of good things about John Morgan. I've heard celebrities, all that, blah, blah, blah. Obviously, take what you want with that. But I've heard a lot of genuine good things about him, that he's actually a really cool dude.
Stops you from using your wealth to change somebody's life?
Nothing. Listen, I live 3 places. I live in Florida, I live in Maui, Hawaii, and I live in New Hampshire. But I've taken my wealth and done certain things. Like in Florida where I live, I ran a constitutional amendment twice to legalize medical marijuana. I lost the first time, but I won the second time with 72% of the vote. I believe that income inequality is the #1 issue facing America today. The rich are getting richer, the poor are getting poorer.
It's kind of funny, he's like, so how are you using your wealth to change someone's life? Well, that question you just asked, by the way, I got 3 cribs, right? I got a crib in Florida. Did I mention the Maui one? I forgot about the Maui location, and New Hampshire, by the way. Yeah, so I got 3 cribs. Not gonna lie, he just low-key, like, I feel like kind of just money spread it on him, like just all his cribs. At least he admitted it, and too, he was like, the richer are getting richer and the poorer are getting poorer. Yeah, that's a whole different discussion. I don't even want to get into that. Y'all can deal with that. I ain't never heard a billionaire say that. That's my first time hearing a billionaire say that.
Every day the gulf is getting wider. So what did I do? I ran a constitutional amendment. I spent tens of millions of dollars to raise the minimum wage from $8 an hour to $15 an hour in Florida. That's a doubling of...
I gotta thank this man right now?
So I take that money that I make and I've run those constitutional amendments and I've put money into food banks and coalition for the homeless, and it goes on and on. And I will tell you this, not to pat me on the back too much about it, because I don't really feel it. I don't really feel it. I was at lunch the other day and this woman walks up to me and says, John, I just want to thank you and your wife for the donation you made to iDignity. I didn't know what iDignity was. I said, how much do we give? She said, $500,000. It turns out that my wife had given the money. And by the way, if you want money, call my wife.
He said, who are you again? How much money? Oh, 500 bands? Oh shit, yeah, my wife must have sent that. Yeah. Oh yeah, no problem, no problem. Your wife is just sending 500 bands. I mean, obviously it's to a cause and whatever, but like, she don't even gotta check in. When I told y'all billion, I meant billionaire.
I'm kind of hoping to hear your take on the current state of, healthcare and what recently occurred with their CEO.
Think about this for a minute. There's only one place that we go ever, and we never ask what it costs. When you go to get your hair cut, what's the cost? When you go to buy a candy bar, what's the cost? When you walk into a hospital, none of us ever ask what it's going to cost. You can get a
that's kind of the first thing I think about, not gonna lie.
$20, it could be $1 at the other hospital. The of the insurance industry by healthcare is awful. It's off the charts. Our pharmaceuticals in this country are way more money.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. Oh my god, y'all not ready for this conversation. Money is corny, like low-key, in like human real life, like actual us being these beings and potentially the only things here in this massive universe. Money is one of the corniest things ever. Every time I'm at work, I'm thinking, bro, this is so butt. Just a game we have to play. It is what it is. I'm not saying I don't like money, because obviously if I want nice things, I gotta have money, right? But that's a whole different discussion as well, because then that's a whole manufactured feeling, whatever. The whole healthcare insurance thing is absolutely insane, and is probably one of the most grimiest, disgusting things that probably humanity has ever created. The fact that people are so quick to value someone's life, and by value I mean put a dollar amount to someone's life to cut losses, to ensure profits, is absolutely disgusting. Who came up with it? Whatever you believe in, God, the universe, science. No one came up with that. That was not part of the plan, gang. None of that was part of the plan. And yes, someone did it because why? That piece of green paper is one hell of a drug, gang.
So, today, I think we've all sat here and we've heard you talk about your jet and Maui and your 3 homes and the money that sits in your account that you don't care to touch.
Mm-hmm.
I think we all have experienced at some point in time that moment that you talked about as a kid, sitting there hoping and praying that somebody would help you. So I guess my question that you didn't really answer, you just told me how much you have. What stops you from helping every person in this room that's struggling right now, that can't pay a bill, had to miss out on work? How do you help them? What do you do? Because you got a private jet, but I had to take off from work today and I'm struggling. I got bills.
No one told you to take off work.
I'm not begging for money, but I'm saying, what stops you from being able to go and help us and change our lives? Because
let me give you 100 while we're here.
And you going yo, I'm not gonna lie, you said, damn, did I mention the house in Maui, the one in Florida and the one in New Hampshire? Oh shit, I mentioned the private jet too. Fuck. Alright, bro, here you go, take the 100. My bad. From this whole entire video, and like I've said, I've only heard good things about John Morgan. I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. No, giving a billionaire the benefit of the doubt. Take me away, right? But he seems like a genuine person. This is what I go based off. He's probably thinking in his head, like, you know what? Took time out of his day, took time off work, which he shouldn't have this meaningful conversation. Let me, you know, compensate him essentially so he doesn't lose the money, right? Context, this looks crazy. If you were just to see this clip without watching the whole video or even knowing who John Morgan is, looks like just, oh my god, just shut up, bro. Like, yo, Apple Pay, what is it, bro? Like, just 100 beans? Like, let me know in the comments. Would you guys take that $100? Well, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff. This video is going up on a Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday. So I will talk to you guys all the way back on Wednesday. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Talk to you in the Bitsky. And